Man, Jake Paul had a good run. That nigga, he's a professional. You see what happens when you get in there with a current professional. He'll- About to be a long night for Julio. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Getting beat the fuck up.
Swarmer, you've got to focus on your conditioning because they will push you to
Mm-mm.
the edge of your limits.
If
Mm-mm.
you are fighting the Swarmer, be
Mm-mm.
smart, be sharp.
Mm-mm.
Once you do that,
Mm-mm.
but you've got to be confident. Do your
Mm-mm.
dances dance. Because that Swarmer, once you do that, you're giving the man a chance that shouldn't have one.
You'd like to see more jabs.
Mm-mm.
Perfect counter shot. Very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
They exchange punches. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Good counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That counter shot lands. Walked away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
Mm-mm.
That was almost a 10-8 round. There's the bell for round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. How about that time counter shot? There's a counter shot. Just misses right uppercut. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That uppercut misses. Nice counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter shot. Can't find a home in that jab.
Mm.
There's a counter shot. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to burst, boom. In the
Mm-mm.
second they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain it.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here. On to the 5th we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He can't score with that uppercut. Good counter punching. These two fighters are made for one another. Oh, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Good defense blocking that right uppercut. Perfect counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing
Beating Julio ass.
This is the beginning of round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Mm-hmm.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Power, that power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Catch and shoot. Face is starting to welt up from those straights. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. How about that time shot? Punch, counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is... This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt. Here we go. It's round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Good counter punch. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. That punch is beginning to take its toll. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Perfect counter shot. The courage on display here is incredible. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Got the momentum. They've got the advantage. There's the bell to start round 8. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. Straight right just misses. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Which fighter will say no mas? Swing and a miss with that jab. Every time, fighters
Beat his ass.
the referee may stop it here. So the referee says fight on. That was almost a 10-8. And there's the bell for round 9. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that. Oh, and the grand champion might go down. Oh, and Chavez goes down. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow.
And the crazy thing is, this nigga's only 86. It's just the way he's built. I don't know how I got him. I try to get Shakur this fast. This nigga fast as fuck.
But how much do they have left?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's putting down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
They're going to pick things up halfway through the round here.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight to Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. There's a counter shot. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's see how the
No mas.
It's round 10. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Those counter punches have to hurt. Here's a scoring blow. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to sort of to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that.
How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it
The
more.
upper room when Jesus. Telling you, bro, when you fight these regulars, the uppercut to the head is the new meta, or as the young boys call it, because everybody's used to guarding the body.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Got to waste time, get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to...
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. They get 1 minute between rounds. This fighter wished it was 10 minutes.
You sure you want to finish this one out?
In the last round.
Mm-mm-mm.
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. Missing with that jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. Goes the jab but does not score. Well done with that counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he scores with the counter. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. Beautiful counter punch.
Mm-mm-mm.
Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Some shit.
What a shot!
He just got hit with some shit.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go.
Mm-mm-mm.
He's got Bambi legs walking back. On to the 12th. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they...
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Julio Cesar Chavez just got rocked. Julio Cesar Chavez goes down. Let's watch
Bro,
this
Boots
again.
is
He set
on.
it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Where did that come from? What a shot!
That's what I said. I wish I can get Boot, my other creative fighters this fast. And I swear on everything I love, this nigga's at 85. I'll show you the nigga stats. It's just, that's why I said the fun part about creating the fighters is getting the right,
And this fight
like,
continues.
animation and punch style.
I think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Perfect counter shot.
Game time.
Run swing, and that will do it here. Let's see that
Great way
again.
to finish the fight.
So it's onward and upward.
I mean, that's still